Hello, we're working on a 999S here, and we have a stuck rear ride height rod. The rod's sitting here right in front of the shock. That's how we adjust the rear ride height of this bike. I was able, with a little bit of propane, being careful because the shock's in there, to heat the nuts up a little and get the nuts loose. One is a reverse nut on the bottom, standard nut on the top, but I was unable to put my 22mm wrench on here and get any movement in this rod. It's moving right now just on the ball ends, but I'm not moving the threads. So I had to take it out. I put this one in there for the meantime, and I put it on a bench vise. Now, using the bench vise, I secured it and I soaked each end in some PB Blast. Right here, good stuff. I soaked each end for 24 hours. That's a full day. When I was done with that, I put it back in the vise on the 22mm area there of that hex, and I get my PB Blast out of the way. I wipe down. Now you can see these are moving a little bit, but they're, for the sake of this video, they're stuck right now because they were stuck. We just had to make sure that everything was working right. Basically, I heated up the shaft for about 1 or 2 minutes on each side. For the sake of the video, we're not going to go that long. And then I get an adjustable wrench, and I get right on here, and I'm going to feel how well. Now, after, how free this is, and I'm going to work it back and forth, coming out. And in this case, it went really nice. After I soaked that and I was patient, 24 hours on each side, these were able to come all the way out, whereas before they were completely stuck due to water getting in there and creating a galvanic corrosion. That PB Blaster and the patience to let it sit there for over a day is what got these loose. If not, you're looking at easy couple $100 to replace both the ends, the rod, and the nuts, which can happen, but we're going to try this first. So basically, I was able to work this back and forth. The PB Blast worked really good, all the way to where I could just pull it right out. When I got it out, sometimes you might have a little bit of aluminum on there. A little bit's okay, and you can clean that off with a thread file or a file or a wire wheel. But if you have more than a couple millimeters around there, you got to think about it and how safe it's going to be. For this one, I was able to take some silver anti-seize, pack it on, run it in all the way, and I'll back it out a little bit, hold the nut's just spinning real freely. I'll do this to both sides. Then the value I'm looking for on this rod for a stock 999S is 285 millimeters. So I'll do both sides, then I'll set it at 285. Eye to eye. I'll put it back in the bike, and now it's ready to go, and it should be good for years to come. Thanks.